Welcome to Let's Compare Transformers Armada Hot Shot from the Legacy line. What I know about Transformers Armada comes from the Transformers PS2 video game. It was a great game for the PlayStation 2, made by Atari, and just kind of like introduced me into this world. Here's some size charts to kind of get a little comparison, and here we go. These are just quick shots of different Armada toys along with the Legacy Hot Shot. Threw in the Star Saber just to see what it can do back and forth, kind of see the different sizes. It looks good, and you can hold it. The joints are strong enough to keep that thing held well. That's the original. Next to Legacy is partner Jolt, the Minicon that helps them along. You got the vehicle modes here. Armada Originals on the right, the new Legacy is on the left, and then that's with the Bendy Optimus Prime. I think this was the Deluxe, showing some of the features. Obviously this is with the Armada. Now I threw Jolt on, and he can hold his gun that way. Got some storage for weapons. This is with Jolt on the Legacy line one. Just really adds to it. It was kind of a feature. It would allow it to make it go faster. This is obviously the posability you could get from the original. Not quite up to par with some of the images. And I love that the new Legacy line can really nail some of that posability. Now here's what comes with them. We got, Jolt, the little engine slash gun with Armada, and then we get the engine slash gun with Legacy. Both have the cool visor. Works really, really well. Really like how they kept the design aesthetic from the Armada one. This is the Takara version. You can tell by the Autobot logo being broken apart, not a big blobby mess. Just like how they grabbed, how it looks the same. The only thing you're really missing paint-wise is those kneecap. I guess the Detroit Lions got to him, bit off the kneecaps. From the back, obviously the Armada one's pretty bulky. The Legacy one looks slimmer. Has this nice feature of the cannon, the axle cannon. This guy, you had to use the Minicon, Jolt the Minicon here, to activate it. Plug it in and then push it up. We'll load this baby up. Fire it out. Ooh, let's see it hit it. Let's do that in slow-mo. Oh, the Legacy one just pops, comes right back. Look at that balance. And the Armada one's just a fun toy. I mean, it's a big, bulky toy. Not so much for the posability, but definitely holds the character well, in my opinion, and I love the upgrades. Oh, this was another feature. You could plug the engine block in there under the, I don't know, parachute, jumpsuit kind of thing. You can also plug it into the side here. And finally, wow, this piece does all kinds of stuff. It fits on the bottom of Jolt, and you can attack with it that way. You can also hold it as a robot. They really made that little piece do a lot. So now going back to Legacy, you can just see, again, it looks slimmer. Obviously, you know the posability's there. Waist, whoa, waist swivel. Look at that. The visor works pretty well. You have to pull it a little bit over center for it to stay back as it falls down, but I love how it looks. It's got that transparent green to it. Really nicely done. I like the way this guy looks. A great upgraded figure, in my opinion. Here's him holding the engine gun. Alright, and he took this gun from a Construct set because the original Armada one didn't have a gun. And it fits in, it's got that 5mm peg hole. And I just did it to make it look more like the game. Again, that's my point of entry for this series, was that game. And I just liked how it actually gave him a gun, because you can't hold the engine gun. And yeah, so it looks more like that, a little bit. And this is Jolt. Got clearance for the propeller to spin. This is on the Legacy. Fits in right in the nice spot, exactly where it would go on the Armada series. So again, Armada on the right, Legacy on the left. Armada is just a little bulkier. Obviously, this is that little gimmick where there's some spring-loaded feet. You push down on the engine. The Legacy one does not have that, but you can see it's got some, what do you want to call those? Chainsaws. Now, on the Legacy, you can open it up. It's pretty tight in here, but they'll come out. And obviously pretend, like your imagination's very powerful. Just have some fun with it. It has the chainsaws there if you want. There's some little molding. You could add a marker, but they're just feet mostly for this guy. And just kind of arranging them so you can kind of see from all different angles. You can see that Jolt fit on that peg there. Really addicting to just spin this for whatever reason. You could tip it up if you want to do a vertical takeoff. Also work the same way on the Armada one. You can see that's the pinhole. That's the pin. There's also one on the back tail which you could use. They're snug, but again, it works. And you can play with it however you want. If that's a thing for you. Although it doesn't have the clearance if you bend it down that way, and it just doesn't look as cool in my opinion. So the thing you can do, maybe it works better in the robot mode somehow. I couldn't really figure out a good way, but it is there. So if you have other Minicons that you might want to play with and put there, you have that option. That is the only Minicon port on the Legacy, and the one on Armada obviously has a couple on the sides, and it fits out in there, and that's just showing you how it fit in the original. And back at the comparisons, we got the Legacy kind of in the middle, showing you there's tons of clearance, so Jolt rides in there well. I think he works well size-wise with the Bendy Prime. Probably a little big still, but at least from a toy aspect, I think they work well. I like how they look together. So yeah, and this is just I'm taking off with Jolt. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the comparison, and again, this is just where the run came from. Have a great day.